Gadgets are currently the newest addition to Brawl Stars, and with new additions comes new strategies and a change up in the meta. Gadgets are such a recent item, in fact, that people are still trying to figure out different tactics and whether or not certain gadgets are useful. That's why I decided to make this video to demonstrate how to use some of my personal favorite gadgets and their powerful strategies to aid you in being able to push higher trophies in Showdown and win more of your games. But before we do hop into the games, I would like to quickly say that I do stream on Twitch every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you have any further questions regarding this video, be sure to pop into my chat. The links are down in the description below. Without further ado, let's hop right into the first game. Okay, so we are spawning in the bottom left corner of the map, and we have two boxes just over here, which is going to be very nice for us to get if we can. We do have a Nita over here who's looking like she's trying to get some damage, but we can use these boxes to our advantage if she tries to come around here. Just try and get the splash damage on her. If not, we will be able to grab these power cubes instead. She's going to grab one of them. We should be able to back away and get her really weak in the meantime as well. So both of us coming out of that fight with one cube each and also very little health. I have the advantage here because there's a box once more that I can use my attack to splash onto her. But for the meantime, I'm going to try and contest this box as well. So we're going to do a lot of damage there, getting two shots off and finishing off that Nita, getting that easy kill. So on this map in particular, it's not an insane map for Penny. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw my turret just right in that little nook there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait back in these bushes and just see if people try and go for the turret, because obviously the turret's going to be annoying. People are going to get hit by it and all that kind of thing. So if we can try and get someone or bait someone towards the turret, I can actually detonate it, get some easy damage off of it, and then get some free kill, hopefully. Unluckily for us, the robot is actually going to take it out, but we do have enough distance to get away from that, and hopefully the robot will go for the Brock instead. So not able to use our gadget in that situation, but that is what you want to do. If you do get an opportunity like that, that's how you want to use Penny's gadget. I will showcase some other gadgets after this game, but obviously that's the situation for Penny in particular. So we're going to try and build up our super once more. The Brock is currently getting hit by this robot or getting chased around. The bull is going to be able to take him out here. I should be able to use the robot for some easy splash damage on this bull, hopefully. I do know where the bull is roughly because of where the robot is going. I have my turret now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just throw it out in the center here so that it has as much coverage as possible, and it's also going to be able to hit people. It's also going to be good for tanking. It's going to be able to be used for my gadget as well and all that good stuff. So we are hitting this bull a lot here. We should be able to come out and just take him out here. We did go really close to him, and we managed to pick up the easy win. So we didn't actually use the gadget in that video, but like I mentioned, when I put my turret in that little nook sort of in the middle of the game, that's exactly what you want to do with Penny's gadget. Obviously, we're only using one game, but if you're going to play for a consistent grind and try to push your Penny and you've got her gadget, that's exactly how you want to use it. You want to try and put the gadget in a good spot where you feel like it's going to get some value out of, but you also want to see if people will get baited towards it, and then you can detonate it and then take someone out with all that damage to finish them off. So that's how you use Penny's gadget. Let's hop into the second game, and we're going to probably use Shelly's. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so we're spawning in the bottom left corner of the map just like the last game with Penny. We are going to be able to grab this one box over here, and also we will be charging our band-aid quite passively. So Shelly's gadget is a bit of an interesting one. Obviously she gets to dash forward, although her dash, one thing about it which is interesting is that you actually kind of pause when you're actually going in for the dash, so it's a little bit different. You're not really continuing the momentum that you probably would expect to, at least when you use your dash. And also the dash range is very short. It's probably a little bit less than a mortis attack from my experience, so you got to also remember how much you can actually dash forwards and not sort of overestimate the aim. So we are going to get his robot on us, so we're not going to be able to do anything right now, although we should be able to grab this robot pretty easily, get these easy 3 cubes out of it, and then we'll move into the rest of the game and see if we can maybe approach someone, because Shelly's gadget is really handy to get kills and to make her more aggressive than what she already is. So we should be able to get some value out of that as long as we play this correctly. So we have an 8-bit here. My job right now is to get as close as I can without the use of the gadget. Right there, he's going to just peek, so I'm going to use my dash to sort of get a little bit of distance on him and also kind of freak him out. He did put his turret down, so we should be able to just chip at it and get him a little bit weak, as he's not really hiding behind it properly. We will be able to finish him off there. I am just going to take out the turret, use my super to finish him off there, because the extra life, of course, got a huge nerf and it's not that good anymore. But right there, perfect use of the gadget. We just use that to sort of cover a little bit of distance to get slightly closer to him. We managed to pick up that easy kill quite nicely. So I believe there's someone in here. Yes, there is a BB. I am going to do my best to just chip at her a little bit. bit. I do want to see if I can maybe bait out her home run before I dash in, because if I do dash in and she has the home run, she's going to hit us back, and it's going to be completely useless, and it'll be a waste of one of our gadget uses. So, she's still running around the outskirts here. I'm going to try my best to just like bait out this home run. She's not really doing that right now, so I'm just going to use my super to knock her back and get that easy kill on her there. Bit of a super snipe, although we were already in range, and we have so many power cubes, it was just worth it. So, we're going to just go towards this Penny, I believe it is. There is a mortar, though. It's actually a Tara. We're going to just use a dash to get a little bit closer. She's got 13 cubes. She pulled us, but she did actually miss that, unfortunately for her. So we should be able to hold our ground here in the bushes. We're going to charge a super. Hopefully this Tara will also do something. I'm not too sure. The Tara is over there on the side. We should be able to just chip at her, play it safe here, use our super, knocking her back, and being able to finish off that game with an easy first place victory once again. So as you can see there, Shelly's gadget is a really good one. I really like that example with the 8-bit, being able to dash up really quickly. The one thing that I wouldn't recommend doing with Shelly's gadget is trying to cover distance with it. So obviously it's kind of a waste if you're just out and about and you use the dash to get closer, or if you're chasing someone and use it to get close to them. Unless you're going to actually be right on top of the player or you can secure the kill, there's no point in using it to just cover distance. You need to make sure that you're either going to use it to get the kill or you're going to use it to get away. So obviously we use it to get the 8-bit kill. We did that very well. So let's hop into the third game, and this time we're going to hop into it with Jacky. Okay, so we are using Jacky now. We did spawn in the bottom right corner of the map, and we do have a Rosa over to our left. So I do have Jacky's gadget. We got 3 of them, obviously, since we started the game off. We're going to just grab these boxes over here. So Jacky's gadget is a very interesting one. On this map in particular, it's going to be harder to do what I'm actually going to talk about now. And it's what you can do in some maps is if you spawn next to like a squishier brawler or a brawler that's not as good against Jacky, you can use it very early on to secure a very quick and easy kill, and also secure that position on the map for later on in the game. So obviously on Feast or Famine it's tricky because there's a lot of tanks and high health brawlers, and it wasn't going to be possible to do that as well since they're so close together. So rather we're just going to just chill for a bit. We went for the boxes in the corner. We're going to see if we can maybe approach people later. We're going to actually go for the Shelly just over here. So she's going to run away. I'm going to see if I can actually push her and pressure her into another player, because I know there's a Frank up here somewhere. We'll be able to get a very weak, and hopefully the Bull over there might clean up the kill. So the Bull is going to be able to take her. I'm going to use my gadget to get some distance since he used some of his attacks. He's going to charge away, so we're just going to actually run because there is a Robo over here. And luckily for him, he managed to get his dash in time and charge out of there and make sure that he didn't get taken out by us. Although if we did get him a little bit weaker, we might have been able to finish him off. So looks like he's back in the center. We will have to deal with this robot, unfortunately. So I'm going to do my best to take it out or do a lot of damage to it. We have a Brock over here, so just going to get really close to him. We're going to use the gadget very soon here to try and get some distance on him right there. Getting really close, being able to finish him off there. Obviously he was not expecting that because the speed boost just came out of nowhere. We managed to finish him off there, get that easy kill. So we have one gadget left now. We have a Frank over here. I'm just going to use my gadget to get close to him, try and finish him off. He did just miss his stun. We managed to kill him as well. And once again, really good use of all 3 of our gadgets. We managed to pick up some very easy kills with them, and that's exactly how you want to utilize them. So don't be afraid to use them during your game. You don't want to like save them, because sometimes holding onto them is not the best thing you can do. Obviously that Bull did just get us very weak. We're going to try our best to like not get taken out by the Daryl. Hopefully, yep, right there, the Bull did manage to take him out. I did kind of expect that, knowing that the Bull was in the middle of the bushes somewhere in there, and he managed to take us out as well, getting that second place victory instead. So Jacky's gadget, pretty interesting one. It's a very useful one, especially for Jacky's character. Being able to speed up and just pick up easy kills on people is so handy, and as you can see, I demonstrated that very well, being able to take out the Brock, being able to take out the other players as well. And one thing that I do want to say with Jacky's gadget, or really any gadget in particular, is to never save them. If you can secure a kill with your gadget in Showdown, it is very important that you do so, because positioning is one of the best things that you can have in Solo Showdown. And obviously when you secure a kill, that side of the map is now cleared from your enemies, and you actually get to take a hold of that instead. So without further ado, let's go to the 4th and final game, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we're spawning in the bottom left corner of the map with 2 boxes just over here that we can easily go for. So we're going to go for these power cubes right over here, open them up as quick as possible. So one thing with 8-bit's gadget that I really like is the fact that it makes his character so much easier to play, especially in Showdown. So 8-bit obviously being such a slow brawler, you have a lot of hard time dodging with him, because it's very difficult not to get out of sticky situations. Most of the brawlers just outrun him and can get away from him very easily. However, with the combination of his extra life, star power, and his gadget, it makes him an absolute killer because you can get out of sticky situations very easily just by teleporting out of there and to your turret instead. So in 3v3s, it's not as useful, but in Showdown, it's definitely one of my favorite gadgets to use because of how useful it can be in certain situations. So we did get our 2 power cubes off the start of the game. The next step would definitely be to try and get our super and then post up in a really nice situation that we can sort of hover around, because obviously the teleportation is only 12 tiles, so you're going to stay in some kind of range near it, but you don't have to be right on top of it either, which is a very useful thing about it. So we do have a Frank over there, we have a Cole over here, so I'm going to do my best to try and shoot him to build up my super. I'm not going to try and get the kill because there's no real point in doing that. Instead, I'm just trying to get him weak, get some super out of it. I'm going to try and bait out his super here since he's flashing it. I'm not too sure why. He's going to peek right there. I'm going to be able to get my super, and now I'm going to do is I'm actually just leave the situation entirely. I saw that Jacky, and the moment I saw that, I was like, that's definitely something I don't want to deal with. I'm going to throw my turret down here, and I'm just going to try and chip at her, hold my ground, make sure I keep this position to myself, but also not being afraid to go so aggro because you can always teleport back if it needed to. So one thing as well that I really like about the gadget for 8-bit is that it's very useful against Darryls, because Darryls, they obviously look at an 8-bit and go, oh, it's a free kill since he's so slow, let me just roll up on him. And then the moment you teleport away, it's such an easy way to get out of there. So I'm pretty sure Shelly is actually fighting someone else right now. If not, I can always teleport back. As you can see, we still are in range of it because the gadget has lit up green. I do want to stay in the bushes, but also no, I actually need to move my turret. I'm going to put it right over here because it is going to get taken out. So I can hold my ground in this area as much as I can. So we know we have a bull, we know we have a Shelly. Shelly actually just took out the bull, so we should be able to go pretty aggro on her. We're not going to use our gadget this game by the looks of it, or maybe we will. I'm actually just going to try and get around here, closer to the robot, see if we can maybe go around. The moment I see the Shelly, I'm going to try and bait out her super and then teleport away. Looks like she's actually going to go for the robot and use her super on it. Pretty interesting decision of her end. On her end, we should be able to get really close to her and get some nice damage off. Also steal some of those power cubes. She is right here. I'm going to do my best to do as much damage as I can. We don't have our turret down, unfortunately, so we're not going to be able to use that as a safety mechanism, but we still have our extra life, which we should be able to use to pick up an easy kill. So we managed to take the first place victory there. Very nice. We didn't really use 8-bit's gadget, but I still explained very well how you would want to. So there are some games, obviously, if you are grinding out, trying to push your 8-bit and you have the gadget, you're going to get a lot more gameplay and you're going to have a lot more situations to cover. So if you do get yourself, or you see a Darryl and you're in a sticky situation like that, always remember that you can always put your turret down somewhere in the back. You can sort of teleport to it when you need to, and it's very helpful. And another really interesting thing that I wasn't able to showcase in this video, maybe because Feast or Famine doesn't cater towards lobbers, but really one of my favorite strategies to use with 8-bit's gadget is to throw the turret over a wall that a lobber is shooting you from, teleporting in front of that lobber, and then completely destroying them. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel because I make these how to win videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays. And if you want more of this kind of thing, or you want to ask me some questions, or you have some suggestions, be sure to pop into my Twitch chat. I stream every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The links are down in the description below. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. And as always, keep sweating.